Right, we are good to go. All right, hello. My name is Lindsay Silbert, and I am one of Merit's yoga instructors, and I will be taking you through a 60-minute power yoga class today on this really rainy, gross Thursday. So if you're practicing another day and it's sunny, that's awesome. If you are inside today looking out the window, blah, 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 gross outside, hopefully you will come to your mat and you will leave feeling nice and invigorated. So we will get started on our mat. So come on down whenever you're ready. You don't really need any props. I've got a couple blocks just in case. So if you like to practice with those, feel free. So again, this is going to be a power yoga class. So we are going to move a little bit quicker. But that being said, do this at your own pace. Rest whenever you need to rest. Always take breaks. And most important rule is to listen to your body and breathe. So let's come on down to our backs. And we'll just come into any comfortable pose here. I'm going to keep the knees bent, and I'm going to walk my feet a little bit wider. Let the knees drop in towards each other, and then cactus the arms out to the sides with the palms face up. Now again, if this is not comfortable, just come into any position that is. And once you're here, begin to close the eyes and take a scan through the body to notice how you're feeling today. How you're feeling on a physical level, emotional, what's going on in the mind. Just become aware. Now we'll focus in on the physical sensations by drawing the awareness to all the parts of you that are touching the ground. So depending on what position you're in, just scan through, maybe starting with the feet. Just notice everything that connects to your mat and to the floor, and allow there to be a heaviness, softening and releasing any tension you're holding on to. Relaxing the space around the neck, allowing the hips to be heavy, relaxing the jaw and the forehead, and then beginning to tune into the breath. Just notice how the breath feels in the body as you breathe. Beginning to deepen the breath, lengthen it out. Feel the belly rise as you inhale. Really softens and sinks on the exhale. Turning on your Ujjayi pranayama if you practice that. Otherwise, just inhales and exhales through the nostrils when possible. Deep breaths here. Feel the belly rise as you draw the air in. Belly softens as you release the air out. Take a couple more deep breaths like this, and if you would like to set your intention for today's practice, you can bring something to mind now. Something to make the practice a little bit more personal. And take 3 more cycles of breath. After your next inhale, gently blink the eyes open, and we'll hug the knees in towards the chest. Rock yourself a little side to side, relaxing the entire upper body. Keep the right knee hugging in, straighten the left leg out on the mat. Just take a couple breaths here, maybe circle that right ankle a couple directions, or a couple rounds in each direction, excuse me. Then we'll place the left hand on the left hip and guide the right knee open, getting into the hip a little deeper, again, softening those shoulders. Left toes flex up towards the ceiling or the sky if you're outside. And then we'll take a gentle twist. So bring the right knee back to center, switch hands and guide it over to the left with the left arm, maybe reaching the right arm out to a T. Take a few breaths here. Come on back to center and we'll switch. Right leg long, left knee hugs in. And again, circling that ankle as you draw the right toes up towards the ceiling and the right inner thigh spins down. So right leg is engaged here. All right, then we'll guide the left knee open to the left, so sinking the right hip down. Take a few breaths. Back to center on your inhale, and then guide that left knee across the body, twisting here. Left arm can come out to a T. Take a breath or two. Both knees back to center. Give them another squeeze. And we'll warm the core up. So extend the legs so they're in a tabletop. Knees stack right over the hips and shins are parallel with the mat. Arms by the sides, and take a moment here to press the lower back into the mat to engage the belly. Now, in this first little warm-up, nothing is going to move except for the hip. So the hip, we're going to move the legs, but we're going to hinge from the hip crease. Legs stay in a 90-degree angle. Take a full breath here. Exhale it out, and then on your next inhale, we're going to lengthen the right leg forward so the toes tap down, and then exhale back up. Inhale, left toes come down. Keep that knee bend to a 90-degree angle. Exhale, back up. Keep it going. Inhale, right toes touch. Exhale, back. Inhale, left toes touch. Exhale, back. Now again, legs stay in that 90-degree angle. And really the movement is coming from the hip crease. Working the core as well. We'll do 2 more on each side. Keep the movement slow and controlled. And if it's too much to tap the toe down, just let it hover. Maybe even bring it forward just a little bit and then bring it back up. All right, last one on the left. And then we'll hug the knees in, releasing the lower back. Rock yourself side to side if that feels good. Now you can continue with those, or we're going to turn it up a little. So begin to straighten the legs up, and same thing, arms by the side. If this bothers your lower back, you can slide your hands under your hips or take a slight bend in the knees. So we'll do leg lifts here. We're going to add a little crunch up with the tailbone. All right, so sink the lower back. Take a full breath, big breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, drop the right leg down, and as you exhale, bring it back up and then curl the tailbone up. Release the hips down. Inhale, left leg lowers. Exhale, bring it up, curl that tailbone up. Good, keep it going. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, back, lift up, and left. Keep going with the breath. And it's just a little curl up with the tailbone when you come on up. Really working the lower abs here. We'll do 2 more each side. You can do this without lifting the tailbone. Or again, you can do this with bent knees. Last one, here we go. Left leg down on your inhale. Exhale, bring it back up. Curl that tailbone up. Good. Hug the knees in. And we'll begin to roll up to a tabletop. So you can take a couple rocks back and forth, or roll yourself off to one side, press yourself up, and we'll come onto hands and knees in our tabletop. So take a moment here to stack it up. Shoulders right over the wrists, hips right over the knees. Spread the fingers out. As you inhale, arch the spine, gaze is up, come into your cow pose, my goodness. Exhale, round the spine into your cat pose. We'll do some cat-cow. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Exhale, round in. And just move through a couple of these, moving with your own pace of breath. Last cycle. Exhale it out. And then we'll step into plank pose. So walk the hands forward, shift the shoulders over the wrist. You can stay with plank on the knees or tuck the toes, lifting the knees off the mat. And we're just going to hold here for 3 long breaths. So really lengthening the breath here as you lengthen the tailbone. Belly firm, pull up on the kneecaps, and keep breathing. Really press the floor away, firming the navel in and up. One more breath here. The big inhale. As you exhale, guide the hips back, down dog. Inhale, shift back into plank pose. We'll move with the breath. Exhale, down dog. Use the belly to make these transitions. 3 more. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale, slowly come forward, stacking the shoulders over those wrists. Exhale, back. Last one. Inhale, forward. Keep pulling up on the kneecaps. Exhale, back. And then inhale, shift forward to plank pose. And as you exhale, lower to the belly, knees up or down. All right, hands by the sides, but we're going to lift them up into a cobra. So as you inhale, peel the heart up and lift the arms up. Exhale, lower down. 2 more. Inhale, press the tops of the feet down as you lift up. Arms reach. Exhale, lower. Last one here. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, lower. And then we'll press to child's pose. So hips to the heels, and come on in for a couple breaths. Option to stay in child's pose, or come on up to hands and knees, and we'll make our way into our first down dog that we're gonna hold. So tuck the toes, lift the knees, lift the hips, and press yourself back. And just pedal the legs out if that feels good on the body. Working into the hamstrings. Relax the neck. Really spread those fingers out, spread the toes out. Take any other movements you need in your down dog. Move the hips, nod the head yes, and shake the head no. Anything that feels good in your body. We'll be here for 3 more cycles. And as I said earlier, option to set the knees down and rest whenever you need. Any class can really be modified as long as you listen to your body. On your next inhale, gaze forward, slight bend in the knees, and exhale, walk the feet up to the hands. We'll move through some sun salutations. Inhale, slide the hands up the shins or thighs. As you exhale, forward fold. Take a couple breaths here with the knees bent. Fingertips on the ground, or you can grab opposite elbows. Leaving space into the back of the body. One more cycle here. So then release the arms if you have them. Keep the knees bent. Slowly come all the way up to stand, finding our mountain pose at the top of the mat. Shoulders come up to the ears. Release them down the back. Arms by the sides. Glance down. Make sure outer edges of the feet are parallel. You can bring big toes to touch or feet hips distance apart. Close the eyes. And take a moment to feel the feet. Feel the big toe mound press. Feel the little toe mound press. And then drive the middle of the heel straight down. And lengthen up away from that place. So crown of the head reaches up. Keep the belly firm. Engage here. Pull up on the kneecaps. Soften the shoulders. Blink the eyes open. If they're not already, we'll take a full cycle of breath. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. And we'll flow. Inhale, reach the arms out, around, and up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, light bend in the knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can come up the legs. Exhale, step to plank pose, bend the knees, plant the palms. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, to the belly or halfway down. Inhale, low cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, child's pose or down dog. Breathing here, returning to steady and smooth breath. Activate the arms. Slope the hips up. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, step walker, float the feet up. Lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand, inhale. Press down to reach up. And palms connect in front of the heart, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Little back bend here. Exhale, fold in, leading with the heart. Spine lengthens on your inhale. Exhale back to chaturanga or skip it all together. Again, listen to your body. Exhale back to down dog to rest. Down dog does not feel like a restful position. Put the knees down, and again, you'll take your rest in child's pose. Again, press out of the shoulders, spinning the biceps forward, and breathing, keeping the belly firm. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, feet to the hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise on your inhale. Palms connect in front of the heart. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Move through your vinyasa. Open the heart as you inhale. And send it back as you exhale. If you're coming into upward dog and you feel pressure in the lower back, lower to the belly and take a cobra instead of that. You really want to protect the body, so especially if you take classes a lot, you practice a lot of yoga, those repetitive motions, if they're causing any pain or discomfort, please modify. All right, last round here. Inhale, look forward, slight bend in the knees. Exhale, step walk or float the feet up. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, root down to reach up. And exhale, connect the palms. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, swan dive over the legs. Spine lengthens, crown forward, inhale. And exhale, send it back. All right, once in your down dog, breathe here, or again, set the knees down and take a child's pose. We'll take about 5 cycles of breath, and then we'll move into a nice, energetic, heat-building flow. So we are going to be transitioning from down dog to plank quite a bit. So if this bothers your wrist at all, you can always do it on forearms, or you can set the knees down and do the same thing on the knees. All right, last couple breaths wherever you are. From down dog, inhale, lift the right leg up. And then as you exhale, bend the knee and open the hip. So the right heel draws towards the left glute. Take a moment to press evenly into arms and shoulders. All right, now here we go. Okay, so take a big breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, come to three-legged plank pose. As you exhale, right knee to the left elbow, twist. Inhale, back to three-legged plank. Exhale, back to down dog, split, open the hip again. Inhale, three-legged plank. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow. Inhale, three-legged plank. Exhale, down dog, split, open the hip. Inhale, three-legged plank. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow once again. Inhale, three-legged plank. Exhale, open the hip. Good work. One more round. Inhale, plank, keep the right leg lifted. Exhale, twist. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, down dog. Keep the right leg lifted. And then we'll inhale into plank, three-legged, and then step the right foot up for warrior two. Spin the back foot flat, and then we'll cartwheel the arms up and open. And we'll rest here for a couple deep breaths. So your heart's probably beating a little quicker now. And then see if you can use the breath to slow the heart rate as we sink down into it. Take a couple deep cycles of breath here. Soften the shoulders. Work the outer edge of the left foot down into the mat. One more breath. All right, triangle pose. Straighten your right leg. Lengthen forward as you inhale. As you exhale, right hand comes down. Left arm reaches up. Right hand can come down to wherever you wish, the foot, the floor, or I love my block. Hug the right hip into the midline of the body. Lengthen through both sides of the torso. Head relaxes back. Take a couple breaths. Next inhale, come on up to warrior two. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. And as you exhale, side angle, right forearm to right thigh, left arm can reach straight up or over the left ear. And I'm going to do a half bind, wrapping that left arm back behind, rolling the shoulder open. Any variation here works, but keep guiding this right knee open as you squeeze the right hip into center. See if you can lean back a little bit. Take 3 more deep breaths. All right, back to warrior two. Inhale here. As you exhale, cartwheel the hands down, come up on the left toes. Stay up on the left knee, left hand plants down, easy twist to the right. Peel the right arm up and rotate into the upper back. Stamp down through all 4 corners of the right foot as you lift the heart up towards the ceiling and keep lifting the left kneecap away from the mat as well. Take 1 more breath here. All right, drop the left knee down, reach back with the right hand, and then maybe you draw the left foot in and you reach back and take a quad stretch. Now, if this doesn't work, you can just take a little twist here, keeping that foot down. Otherwise, draw the knee in and see if you can really press the foot firmly into the hand to roll the shoulder open a little bit deeper. A couple of cycles of breath here. Last one. All right, both hands come down. And then we're going to extend the right leg back in a tabletop. So walk the wrist right under the shoulders, level the hips here. Okay, now bend the right knee, point the toe up, or excuse me, point the sole of the foot up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale as you lift the foot up. As you exhale, knee to nose, curl in. Inhale, lengthen back. Keep the foot flexed. As you exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Last time here. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale back. And then we'll straighten that right leg, reach the left arm forward. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Drop the outer right hip down. Keep that right ankle flexed and drive through that heel. Couple cycles here. Try not to dip into the lower back. Excellent. Release the left hand down. Walk the hands one handprint forward. Tuck the left toes and press back to down dog split. 3-legged down dog. Take an inhale. As you exhale, right toes down. Inhale, vinyasa. Shift forward into plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, open the heart. And exhale, send it back. All right, long sequences on each side today. So take a couple breaths here to just come back to your breathing and come back to your intention before we move to the left. Okay, here we go. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. We'll work here for a couple breaths and then we'll move with our breathing. Okay, one big inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale, 3-legged plank, shift forward. Exhale, left knee to the right elbow. Inhale, 3-legged plank. Exhale, 3-legged dog. Bend the left knee, open the hip. Inhale, shift forward, plank pose with the left leg lifted. Exhale, cross the body and twist. Inhale, plank pose, keep that left foot up. Exhale, down dog, bend the left knee, open the hip. 2 more rounds. Inhale, forward. Exhale, draw the knee across. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog, open the hip. Last one. Plank, inhale. Exhale, left knee across. Plank, inhale. Exhale, down dog split, open the knee. And then we'll inhale, shift forward, exhale, warrior two. Left foot steps, right foot plants down, and come on in. All right, so again, I told you lots of plank to down dog, so just take care of your body. And rest and modify whenever you need. All right, let's sink down into it. Soften the shoulders. Lift up through the heart. And reach the fingertips away from each other. Couple deep breaths here. Work the left leg straight. As you inhale, lengthen forward. As you exhale, come into your triangle pose. Left hand comes down. Right arm reaches up. And settle in. Breathing space into the entire length of the spine. The connection between the outer edge of the right foot and the big toe mound of the left foot. Hugging that left hip into the midline of the body. Last breath here. Then back into warrior two. Stay here for a moment. Inhale, reverse your warrior. As you exhale, side angle, left forearm to left thigh. Right arm reaches over the ear. Or again, take any variation you like. And I hear a lot of yoga teachers say, do the same thing you did on the first side, but do what feels good. Our sides are very different. And if it doesn't feel good to do the same thing, switch it up. And wherever you are, always, always breathing. Sink down deeper, last breath. Warrior two, inhale. As you exhale, cartwheel the hands down, come up on the back toes. We'll twist to the left. Right palm comes down. Reach the left arm up. So as you push into the right hand, reach up through the left fingertips. Rotate the spine. So open up and breathe. Drop the right knee down. Reach the left arm back. And then maybe you grab that foot. Coming into your quad stretch. And same thing here. Press that right foot into the hand to open the shoulder. Deep breaths. If this doesn't work, just keep that foot down and reach back. We're getting great benefits in the body. Last cycle here. And we'll plant the left hand. Step back into our table with the left leg lifted. So walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Bend the left knee as you inhale. Kick that foot up to the ceiling or the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, hips stay level. Kick it up, ankle flex. Exhale, pull it in around the spine. Inhale back, lengthen. As you exhale, pull it forward. And then inhale it back. This time straighten the leg, flex the ankle, drop the hip, and reach the right arm forward. Stay here for a couple deep breaths. Neck stays long. And make sure that lower back is not dipping down, so belly firms in and up. One more breath. Right hand lowers down after your exhale. Walk the hands a little bit in front of the shoulders. Tuck the right toes. Lift back up into down dog, split. Left leg is lifted, and then lower the left toes down. As you inhale, vinyasa. Shift forward to plank and lower down. All right, we will do something similar, another sequence on both sides. We'll rest here for a couple rounds of breath. So if you want, set the knees down once again and take a child's pose or grab a sip of water. It'll be different, but similar start. Couple more breaths. Where you are. Okay, here we go. We'll start with the right side once again. Inhale, lift the right leg up, and this time we're going to keep the hips level. So drop the outer right hip down, flex that ankle, take a breath here. Inhale, come into three-legged plank pose, and as you exhale, right knee to the right elbow this time. Inhale, three-legged plank. Exhale, three-legged dog, hips level. Inhale, plank. Exhale, right knee to the right. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lift it up. Two more. Come forward, inhale. Exhale, draw the right knee towards the right elbow. Inhale, lengthen it back. Exhale, lift it up as you lift the hips. Last one. Inhale, forward. Exhale, bring it to the right elbow. Inhale, back. Exhale, lift. Inhale, step for crescent pose. So step the right foot up, and then we'll come on up, staying on the back toes. Bend the back knee. Tilt the pelvis forward. Hug the belly in, and then begin to straighten the legs. Add the arms. Shoulders soften down the back. We'll pull the right hip forward as we send the left, or excuse me, pull the right hip back as we send the left hip forward. And then we'll cactus the arms to the side, so bending the elbows. We'll do a little cat-cow action here. So as you inhale, you're going to open the heart, squeeze the shoulders together, and then as you exhale, round the spine a little bit, bringing the forearms together. Inhale, open. Exhale, pull it in. Couple more. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, bring the forearms back together. Last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring them together. And then reach the arms up. Pause here for a moment. Bring the arms to a T. And bring the left arm underneath the right arm. You can either grab opposite elbows, bring the backs of the hands together, or you can double wrap. We're coming into eagle pose. So find a spot to help with your balance, and we're going to step the left leg on top of the right leg, coming into eagle pose. So come on up, bend the right knee, and we're going to take the left leg around. Now you can set the left toes down, you can single wrap or double wrap here. Squeeze the inner thighs and squeeze the forearms together as you lift the elbows up to shoulder height. Sink down into it, firm the belly, and focus on the breath. Last cycle here. All right, release into chair pose. Arms reach up, bend the knees. All right, big toes together, palms together in front of the heart. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow comes outside the right knee, glance down at the leg. Make sure the left knee is in line with the right knee. And then twist to the right, twisting into the upper back. Tailbone lengthens back, crown reaches forward. Sink down a little bit deeper. All right, stepping back to crescent lunge twist. So come up on the left toes, and then we're going to step the left leg back. Find your crescent lunge twist. Maybe coming in a little deeper. Now staying with your entire torso facing the right side, we're going to lift the left elbow up and then split the arms. Now you can stay here or reverse. Right arm down the left leg, left arm reaches up and over. Take a couple breaths. Inhale back to crescent pose. Exhale, hands come down. Left hand stays down to the mat. Twist to the right once again. So easy twist with left hand down. All right, option to stay here or spin to the outer edge of the left foot, stepping the right foot back into a side plank. So you can stack the feet, you can stagger them, you can lower the left knee down, or maybe you lift the right leg up. Press the hips up, and then reach the right arm over the right ear. Top hip comes a little forward, head relaxes back. One more breath. Both hands down and vinyasa. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open the heart. And exhale back. Whew. Hopefully you're feeling a little invigorated. I'm feeling very invigorated over here. All right, take a moment. Notice how you feel. And then let's get it done on the left. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Keep the hips level. Flex the left toes down. Stay for a full cycle. Exhale it out. Inhale, three-legged plank. Exhale, left knee to the left elbow. Inhale, three-legged plank. Exhale, three-legged dog, hips level. Inhale, plank. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog split. Two more. Move with the breath. Exhale, pull that knee in. Inhale, lengthen the leg back. Exhale, lift it up. Come on, last one. Inhale, forward. Exhale, pull that knee in. Lengthen, inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale, crescent pose. Step the left foot up. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Bend the back knee. Tilt the pelvis. Belly firm and straighten through that right leg. Add the arms. All right, level the hips so your left hip will come back. Right hip and right rib cage will spin forward. And we'll just settle in here. You can also bring palms together in front of the heart. Just take a moment. Notice how you feel in your body. All right, cactus those arms out to the side, bending the elbows, palms face forward. As you inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. As you exhale, round the upper back as you draw the forearms in. Inhale, open the heart, maybe gaze up. Exhale, pull it in. Don't forget about that back leg. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring it together. Last one. Inhale, open, squeeze the shoulders. Exhale, pull it in. And then we'll come back to crescent pose. Pause here for a moment. And then we'll set up for eagle, arms to a T. This time, right arm underneath the left. So either grab shoulders, backs of the hands, or double wrap the hands. Now look forward, find a spot. And then we'll step up on the left leg, wrap the right leg, and come into our eagle pose. So again, you can tap the right toes down, and single wrap or double wrap the legs. But bend the knees, squeeze the inner thighs together, squeeze the forearms together. And see if you can lift the elbows to really stretch out the upper back here. Last couple cycles. Down a little bit lower. And as you take your next exhale, we'll release into chair pose. Bend the knees, big toes together, palms together in front of the heart. Lengthen forward, and then as you exhale, twist to the left. Now look down, pull that right knee back. Sink the hips, tailbone back, crown of the head forward. Shift the weight a little bit back into the heels. Last cycle here. And then we'll step back. So come up on the right toes, all the weight into the left foot. Step the right leg back. Find your twist. So you might need to adjust the feet. And then come on in a little deeper. Opening into the upper back. All right, we'll lift the right forearm up and split the arms. Now again, option to stay here or left hand down the right leg, right arm reaches up and over. Twist and a side stretch. Feel nice. And if it doesn't feel nice, just stay with the arms splayed out. Last breath. All right, hands come down, right hand plants, left arm reaches up. Again, twisting to the left. Lots of twist here. All right, option to stay or begin to spin onto the right foot, stepping the left foot back into your plank pose. So shift the hips a little forward, lift up out of the right shoulder, left arm over the left ear, and breathe. Deepest breath. Set the left hand down and vinyasa or skip it. All right. Down dog or child's pose, 5 breaths. All right, if you're ready to move on, we'll come back to down dog if you're not already there. Otherwise, just rest, and whenever you're ready, you'll meet us. Inhale, shift forward into plank pose, and as you exhale, lower down all the way to the belly. Interlace the fingers at the lower back, untuck the toes, press the pubic bone down as you firm the belly in, and as you inhale, lift up into Shalabhasana. Send the knuckles back as the crown reaches forward. Big toes together, heels slightly apart. Keep a micro bend in the elbows, and if this does not feel good, you can grab a strap between the hands or just lengthen the fingertips back towards the toes. Take a breath here. And then release, lower down, place one cheek on the mat. Notice how you feel the heartbeat. All right, interlace the fingers again, one finger over, press the tops of the feet down, belly firm, and then whenever you're ready, lift on up for round 2. Again, heels spin out, inner thighs spin up. Keep the neck long by gazing down, and breathe. You lift up one more pair of ribs, take an inhale. As you exhale, lower, place the other cheek on the mat. All right, one more here. I'm going to teach bow pose or upward bow, really. Or not upward, regular bow, Dhanurasana. Urdhva Dhanurasana is wheel. Sorry about that. All right, bend the knees and reach back. You'll grab the ankles or the feet. Now, if this doesn't work, you'll just continue with one we already did. Bring the knees together to start, belly firm, and then when you're ready, take the feet into the hands and lift yourself up. And just breathe here. Try to keep the knees about hips distance apart. You draw the shoulder blades into the back of the heart. Lift up one more inch. And then release. This time, rest the head on the hand. Bend the knees and windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Release the legs, coming into Sphinx pose. Elbows under the shoulders. Palms flat for a moment. Press the tops of the feet down to pull the heart forward. And then we'll interlace the fingers. Make sure the elbows are shoulders distance apart. Interlace the fingers, tuck the toes, lift the hips, plank pose. Now step the feet together and squeeze. Squeeze the inner thighs, lengthen the tailbone back, crown forward, and keep that belly drawn in and up. You got this. Press the forearms down. Breathing here. And then we'll walk the feet in to dolphin pose, down dog on the forearms. 3 deep breaths. Set the knees down, child's pose. And any variation with the arms, you can reach them back by the feet, which can feel really nice. Bring the hands under the shoulders, press yourself up, and we'll come into pigeon pose. So you can either come in from down dog, we're just gonna come in from tabletop. So bring the right foot forward, heel to the right foot, over to the left. Drop that shin down. It does not need to be parallel, but take the hand and just Feel the hips. Make sure the hips are level. You can always grab a block, slide it underneath the right hip. Just take a moment here to open the heart. Big inhale. And then if you would like, you can lower down on forearms or come all the way down. And just surrender. Let it all go. If it's helpful, you can rest the forehead down. And if you've got blocks handy, you might want to consider putting a block under the chest and another one under the head just to offer you some additional support. If this bothers the right knee in any way, come onto the back and take thread the needle. Notice if there's any tension in the body that you're holding on to. And if you find it, breathe into it and exhale, let it go. Notice where the mind is. Take the deepest breath you've taken all day. Slowly walk yourself back up. From here, we're going to swing the left leg around. So come onto that right hip, swing the left leg around. Keep the right knee bent. Right heel is going to come to the outside of the left hip. And then we're going to stamp the right foot down on the outside of, or excuse me, stamp the left foot down on the outside of the right knee. We're coming in for a twist here. So wrap the right arm around that left leg. Plant the fingers down behind you to lengthen the spine. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, we're twisting open to the left. Now, if it feels better, you can hook the right elbow outside that left knee. I find when I hug it in, I can get a really nice outer hip stretch here. So whatever serves you the best. Taking lots of twists today. Inhaling to lengthen the spine. And exhaling, coming into it, rolling the left shoulder open. And slowly release back to center. Bring the left leg back behind. Come onto the hands. Step the right foot back, and we'll transition to the other side. So we'll start with pigeon on the left. So from down dog or from your tabletop, we'll bring the left leg forward, heel toe the left foot over to the right. Shin comes down. Feel the hips. Make sure they're level. If not, slide something underneath the left hip. So just pause here for a moment, opening the heart. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, decide where you want to go. I'm going to grab my blocks again. One of my friends who's also a yoga teacher told me about this, and I've just been loving it. You can really just relax and release all effort. So again, if this bothers the left knee, even if it didn't bother the right knee, come onto the back and take thread the needle. And then once you're in, surrender and let it all go. Relax the muscles of the face, shoulders, the hips. Even feel the belly soften. And notice where you might be able to release a little bit more tension. Notice where the mind went. Deepest breath here. And then slowly begin to make your way up. We'll take our twist to the other side. So come onto the left hip. Swing the right leg around. Take the left heel, guide it outside that right hip. And then we'll plant the right foot down. Left arm comes around, right fingertips behind. Inhale, crown lengthens. Exhale, twist to the right. And again, you can keep that left arm hugging the leg, or you can hook the elbow. When you hook the elbow, you might get a little twist, but again, when you hug it in, you might get a little bit more of a hip stretch. So whatever will benefit your body the most here. And then rotate into the upper back, maybe gazing over that right shoulder, opening it up. Last breath here. And then we'll slowly unwind, coming back to center. All right, so bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees fall wide, just a couple seated stretches. Sit yourself up tall on the inhale, and as you exhale, come forward with a long spine. Deep breaths. If you're holding on to anything here that you can let go. Slowly bring yourself out of it. Use the hands to guide the knees back together. Straighten the legs out in front. Sit yourself up tall. Flex the toes back towards you. As you inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, hinge forward. You can grab the feet, you can grab the ankles or the shins, but keep the heart reaching forward. Lean through the spine. This breath here. Roll yourself up. And we'll lower down to our backs. Coming into a happy baby. Grab the big toes or the feet or the ankles, wherever. Lower back lengthens down. Maybe rock a little side to side here. Always straighten out one leg or straighten the other or straighten both. And just pause for a moment in the center. With the eyes closed, feel the entire spine lengthen beneath you. Hug the knees in. Take a big inhale here. As you exhale, make your way into your final resting pose. Extend the feet out. Let the feet flop open. Arms come alongside the body. Palms face up. And then take a big inhale through the nostrils. Fill all the way up with air. As you exhale, sigh it out of the mouth. Come to natural breath, quiet minds, quiet bodies, Shavasana, rest. Take a slightly deeper breath. And to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Rolling out the wrists and the ankles. Reach the arms overhead for a long full body stretch. Gently hug the knees in. Roll off to one side. Pause here for a moment. Rest your head. Come back to your intention. And thank yourself for showing up. Gently making your way up to a comfortable seated pose. Whatever that might look like for you. Just take a moment. Close the eyes and rest the palms face down, or excuse me, palms face up. So the hands face down on the legs. With the eyes closed, just notice how you feel. Notice the body, mind, and the breath. Connect the palms together in front of the heart. Lift the heart up. Bow the head in. Thank you all for letting me share my practice. Namaste. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today. Again, my name is Lindsay Silbert. I'm one of Merit's instructors, and I hope you enjoyed that. If you have comments or suggestions for the next class, please leave them. I will be teaching again Saturday, a vinyasa and a yin. I teach Monday evenings, and I'll be teaching power every Thursday. So have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you all back. Enjoy.